that up. Okay, we are now recording. Okay, so what is your name? And you're from Spain, right?
Yes, I already say that I'm Italian, but I live in Spain,
Hmm?
in Valencia.
Okay,
Uh,
and what is your name?
Eugenia.
What is it?
Eugene, in English, Eugene.
Eugene. Okay, cool. Like
Yes,
okay,
in Italian is this.
Eugenio. Okay.
Uh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so when did you move to Spain?
Why? Look, is a long story because um, the my first travel is it was in the USA. Yes, in California. Do you know Berkeley?
Yes, I know. Yes, right near
Where are
Sacramento,
you
San
from?
Francisco. I'm
Yeah.
from Florida in the United
Oh,
States. Yeah. Uh-huh.
okay. I lived 6 months because I have a part of my family there. And after I came back, I did an ugly incident with a motorcycle. I am, yes, and when I was right now fine with my back, with my bones,
Yeah.
I started again, and I went to Brazil for 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah,
How was
like a backpacker, no?
so how did you like Brazil?
I did 4 years of capoeira.
Yeah, the martial
Yeah,
arts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And my teacher told me a lot of times, you have to go to Brazil. You have to live this atmosphere, no? And then after that, I stopped with the capoeira because now I have 14 screws and 4 plaques in my back. Yes,
How
for
how how
instance,
old how old were you when you had the motorcycle accident?
uh, 26 years old. Yes, I think so.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
because we Italians and the Spanish people, we love the motorcycle. What happened? I guess sometimes we do also the incidents
Wow. So
and
so then
but
so then you lived in Brazil, and then
yeah.
when did you move out of Brazil?
When
Hmm.
I don't know,
A few
four
years
years,
ago? 4 years?
4 years, no, 4, 5, 6 years ago, and with my backpack, and I found work like Workaway. Do you know Workaway?
No.
Is a platform online. If you can, how do you say, subscribe and pay, I don't know, I don't remember, $20 per year here. You can participate in this project. You can ask I don't know, a hostel in Australia that can work for you for, I don't know, 1 month, 2 months.
Wow.
You work for hours per day, and they give you, I don't know, the bed with the breakfast and stop. The rest you have to pay, for
Hmm.
example. But okay, I don't pay for my bed, I don't pay for my breakfast, and I can live in Brazil. Then if you have just some money, you can pay just this little thing, no, for the food, just I don't know, dinner. If you want to go to dance, you have to pay, obviously. But is a good mix, no, to
Hmm.
to live and work in another country. I don't know if this is a lot legal because yes, you imagine, no, you live. Let the people arrive to work without documents in another country.
Oh.
Then, but is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing if you want to have experience in another country.
Yeah.
And for me is was incredible. For me is the best experience in my life because after after 2 months in this hostel in São Paulo, I changed city because São Paulo is really ugly, really, because it's a jungle of concrete. No, yes,
I've heard. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think I just visited the New York for just for some days, but you imagine a lot buildings, and you imagine a city of 20 millions of people. Is incredible. And after I went to Parachi, is a little town in the state of Rio de Janeiro, and there I found a work like a graphic designer.
Wow.
I have a degree in industrial design, and I was
so
looking
cool.
for a work like a receptionist, like just something like that. And what happened? An English guy. I let my curriculum, my resume, and he called me. But do you have a graduate in industrial design? Yes. Can you make for me a graphic design for a map? Yes. But not for receptionist. No. I don't care about the receptionist. I need your graduate to come here. And then this is my first experience like a graphic designer in my life because I was looking for a lot I work in my country, work like designer, like a graphic designer, like a lighting designer, like designer. And but I didn't find nothing, and I find another a job for me in another country and in another part of the world. Is incredible.
Wow.
And we without documents, without nothing. Yes, it's really fun. Yes, and I lived this 6 months in Parachi. It's a nice town, but it's too little for me, too small for me. And after some weekends in Rio de Janeiro, I found my ex-girlfriend. Then she told me, come here and find a job here. Okay, and so I lived the Parachi, and I lived in Rio de Janeiro the rest of time, and I was falling totally love for Rio de Janeiro. For me, it's the best city in the world. It's a lot dangerous, but it's the best city in the world. And yes.
So when did you move, or why did you move from Brazil to Spain?
No, wait. Okay. Because when I returned in Italy, I lived another year in Bologna, my city in Italy, and before to go in Spain, I passed with my girlfriend. Now I have a girlfriend in another room, but she come from Bologna like me. and before we had another experience, 1 year in Lisbon.
Okay, in Portugal.
Yes, but the Porto no, but not whole Portugal, but the Lisbon is really complicated to live there, because you imagine I don't know how the Lisbon people can live in Lisbon, because you imagine that the minimum salary is 600 euro, and you can't find an house in Lisbon for I think the minimum for apartment. So sorry, 1,000, and we pay together 450 euros for one room in an apartment with another 5 people.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And we were totally crazy. No, we can't to live here. It's impossible. And I had a dream to open a bar, because I'm a rapper. I love music, and I'm trying to try find a job like a designer, then I would like to open a bar. And what happened? We stopped to live in Portugal, because it was really complicated, and we changed. We visited before Porto. Always in Portugal, Madrid, Barcelona, Sevilla, but we found Valencia, and it's incredible, because as a quality of life, incredible for us.
Wow. So,
Yes.
what is the difference you think between Seville, Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia? What are the differences?
Okay. Madrid, Barcelona are two really big cities, and I already lived in Rome, and already have this experience about the big cities. Really complicated, because you have to take every times the metro, bus, or taxi or something, because it is really stressful. And more in Barcelona now, this is a period really complicated, because it's dangerous.
Is that because of the tourist attractions?
About the point of view of tourist attraction, I think are two incredible cities, because I don't know if you like architecture about Antoni Gaudí, for example. In Barcelona is incredible. If you want to go in Barcelona, excuse me, Antoni Gaudí, Barcelona. For example, if you like paint. In Madrid, there is El Prado. If you like Goya, is incredible. For me, Goya is totally incredible, fantastic, terrific. And so for a tourist attraction are two city perfect city. To live, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We prefer Valencia. For example, Sevilla is nice, but it's small, and you have to think. I don't know how many degrees the max degrees in Florida, for example, but during the summer in Sevilla, the temperature arrive 36 degrees.
I think in Florida it's about 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Very high.
Very high.
Mm. Yes. Then for me, I love the sun. I love the summer. And when I passed on December some days in Sevilla with just the sweater, no? Just this, okay, I'm good. Perfect. But it's too small for me. Too small. Nice city, incredible city also, because the cathedral, the life, the song clubs, the some nightlife, I really like. And but the last here we lived here. I don't know if you imagine that in Valencia, the people had cancel. I don't know, the river in the city, and now in the river that cut in two parts of the city is a big park.
Wow.
Yes, and this park bring you to the sea with the beach, and wow, during the summer you take the bicycle and you can arrive to the beach. Is incredible for us. And I opened my bar, and I had also to close my bar for the COVID. Then I lose the bar, my activity, some money, but look, happened. This is life, and I'm working now to open a pub, and we hope for a great future. I don't know. I wrote something. I read something about the cases of COVID in the United States, and the situation is just a little bit complicated. I think so. No.
Yes, Florida here in America is the worst place in the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's bad. People are walking around without face masks.
Yeah. This is a rule. We can't go out without the mask here.
That's smart, you know?
For now is the best solution. Then respect this rule, and we can to improve the situation. And but look, for example, my family in California as a part, I don't know, the forest. Do you understand? They work with the wood, and do you know the fire in the canceled their activity and burn the house. Now in this moment with the COVID, I don't know.
There's just
my
so many
family
things going on, you know? Yeah.
is terrible. But okay. I think this is a proof to improve ourselves. I think so. But I had the COVID, for example.
Did you?
Yes. I now I'm good. This is person, but for me it's a really simple, just nothing too incredible. But the test in hospital said, okay, you are positive, and the doctor, okay, you come in your house and stay for 2 weeks, and after you come again the test. And for me it was really light. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have the big consequence, really. Just some lines of fever, and I lose my test. Yes, but stop. And not diarrhea, no vomit, nothing. In the first step, when the doctor asked me, But do you have vomit? Do you have diarrhea? No, I lose just my test. But this isn't the COVID. Take it easy. But are you sure? And after they did the test on me, and yes, this is a COVID. Okay.
And then you were healthy after that.
Excuse me?
You were healthy after that. You didn't have any other illnesses after that.
No, nothing. Yes, absolutely.
I have one more question for you about Europe. Where are some places that you would recommend people travel to in Europe that are kind of off the beaten path?
Excuse me, can you repeat the last part?
Sure, that are not touristy.
Not touristy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Depend. What do you like? Because I don't know really the Europe in general, but I saw some place really nice. For example, one place, not a lot touristic place, is Ljubljana in Slovenia.
Great.
And there you can find a little zone, little zone. How do you say? Autogestita. Do you understand the autogestita? I don't know.
Out of the way?
Is like a little zone, like occupied, no? This isn't the influence for the state.
Oh, I see.
It's like Christiana. I never been in Christiana, in Copenhagen. But it's like a little zone in the city. Then there aren't the normal rules of the rest of country.
I've never heard that. I've never heard of that before.
Like independent. We have, for example, Central Social is a thing like just communism, socialism, dream, just a little bit. When the people occupied a building, okay, this is our building. We are free in this building and we can to do everything.
Wow.
And if you go, for example, in Christiana, you can live this situation where is every kind of drugs. There are some rules of habitants, but you can't the normal limit of the normal society. And Ljubljana is incredible. I love totally. I'm falling in love totally for Berlin.
Berlin.
Yes, I love. Yes, because I really like the electronic music and the Berlin music is a particular electronic music. If you go to Kit Kat club, I don't know if the people leave you enter, because for example, okay, when you enter in this club, you can leave your clothes, but isn't a club for the sex, no? It's like a disco, but if you want to do sex into the disco, you can. But isn't a club like switch partner. Is a normal discotheque? Disco is a normal disco, but the people enter without clothes. Is it totally normal? Or clothes like bondage bondage, no?
Uh-huh.
With the skin clothes is with the teeth with look, you can enter just a little bit naked,
That's great.
and you can dance to 5 o'clock in the morning. Is incredible.
Wow.
If I remember, uh, the reason, for example, the bathroom for the girls, the bathroom for the guys is the mixed bathroom. It's like that. It's incredible for me. My first experience on the Monday. For me, it was incredible. Totally wow. The discotheque in Italy like that is I don't know. Is like a bordel, no?
Yeah.
And for the German people, the Berlinese people, is normal. Is a disco. You have to respect the girl with the tits here. It's strange. I love the Berlin culture, really. I don't know. I can advise you. Sevilla is really, really nice. I visited Bologna is a nice city, but during the summer, for example, there is nothing. Then no. Lisbon before is incredible. If you wanted to eat the incredible fish for a few money, go to Faro in south of
Faro?
Faro, yes, in south of Portugal is incredible. I don't know, for the paella here in Valencia, I I really like the paella. The El Saler is
That's
is incredible. Yes, is incredible place, a little place where the just as a restaurant. You can find just only restaurant, and
and that's in
you
Valencia. You're talking about Valencia. This is El Salvador.
Valencia is I don't know the particular place. Yes, but now it's complicated because with the COVID, everything is closed. It's difficult because also in Lisbon, for example, I rap I was rapping in the street with my friend from Senegal, and in center. Like what happened? Some pieces of the city, for example, Miradouro de Santa Caterina, now is closed because a lot of people visited this little is a nice view of the city where you can see the Tejo, the river of the Lisbon, and we were there to sing for all night, and arrive police, arrive.
Oh,
But yes, it's nice, it's a nice experience, no?
yeah, that sounds amazing. Your life just sounds like a fairy tale. It sounds like a dream, to travel, to live in Italy, and then to travel to the United States, and then to Brazil and Spain and Portugal. It sounds like such an adventure. It sounds a lot of fun.
I, I hope that this adventure is still long,
Still
because
going.
I would like to look at this summer. I would like to visit Indonesia, but with the COVID, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But
Well, before we get going, do you have any last words or pieces of advice on how to keep life fresh for you? Like What is your advice to people?
Okay. For example, a lot of people in Italy uh, judge my kind of life, no? Because but I don't have a money. You can go. Stop. Because always I was in the hostel. I spend a few money during the night. I spent few money to eat. A lot attraction were gratis. Then be careful to say, but I don't have money. Because if you want to travel, you can't to do that with some money, not a lot, not a lot. Okay, there are some places really expensive. For example, London. If you want to go London, London is a lot expensive. Or Paris is a lot expensive. And also, if you go to Italy, it's expensive. And the worst part in Italy that there aren't hostel or really
Wow.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
because the people explain me about that because the hostel in Italy pay the same tax like hotel.
Oh. So it doesn't make
Isn't
sense
the same?
financially.
It, the hostel isn't a hotel.
No.
Then and this is a stupid idea, no? Because hostel, one hostel has to pay low tax, but in Italy is that, like that, and don't have fear about the money. This is really important. You can find like a work in Workaway, and you can spend just a few money to live there, and you can live in another country, and you can to do another experience that is incredible experience and isn't experience like a tourist, but like a people that take our things and go in another country to live another experience. For me is incredible for me. I work way. I think is like that.
Hmm.
And another advice, for example, travel in hostel, travel with your backpack because you need just a little
Yeah.
things. Yes,
Yeah.
not three bags, four bags. No, no. You need just some clothes. So it's a part of experience. You know, you have to live about that city. You know that this is experience. Just a little things, not a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know what do you do in your life. You have a passion.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm an actor, but I really love hiking, you know? And so when you said how do you pronounce it? Ljubljana?
Ljubljana, Ljubljana,
Ljubljana,
Ljubljana.
Ljubljana, Ljubljana. Um, I I was supposed to be coming to visit or to travel around Europe this past summer, and then of course COVID happened, and I was looking to go to Slovenia. I was
Okay.
looking at going to Switzerland, but I really love the mountains, and as an actor, I travel around the United States and perform, you know, all over the place, and travel is just such an important thing to do because you learn to see the world in a different way.
Yes.
And and for me, what's important these days is I think when you understand other people's stories and other people's cultures, you become more understanding and loving, and you become a better listener. And that's how I think we can help improve the world these days. That's why I'm doing this in the first place, you know, is for other people in different parts of the world to hear the stories of
Hmm.
others, and and
Yes.
um, and it's so great. I think that you are the first kind of world traveler that we've had on here, and it's it's very exciting.
Ah,
It's really great to hear your story, and yeah, I thank you so much for sharing everything.
yeah, I wanted to show you the part of Ljubljana because if you want to go there, is incredible part of city. Uh, oh my god, uh, I have to look, but there are some discotheque or local
Oh,
really nice during the night. But I can explain just that of Ljubljana because if you are interested to pass to Ljubljana, I one time I walk near a big construction of um, old old architecture of Soviet Union. No, really strong construction.
yeah.
And I just listened to electronic music like what is that? And I enter into the building and I find, for example, a spotlight on the floor with this dancer of a classic dancer, dancer of classic music, no,
Hmm.
with a musician with a violin, and he play the music and she dance on front of this spotlight. And wow, what? I enter and I step on. I oh my god, upstairs, and I found, for example, every the candles and the people. And I don't know the girl in the room uh, to read your life on
Oh
the slide.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
In another room, the people talk. Another room, the music, electronic music. Look, if you go to Ljubljana, I advise you have to visit. If you have interesting,
Oh
you have
yeah.
to go to Ljubljana
I
because
would love that. Yeah, and the mountains there just look beautiful too. You
yes, I
know,
think so.
oh,
Yes.
just like the environment, and yeah, I would love to check that out. Well, Eugene, thank you so much for talking and for giving your time.
It was a pleasure.
You know,
So
and
also for your project.
yeah, and so I'm gonna upload this video right now. So if you
Uh,
subscribe to my channel, you can see the video pop up, and people will be able to hear you and hear your story.
I already subscribed.
All right, man. Well, it was good talking, and I my email. Keep in touch. If I would love to, I would love to keep up with you. Because maybe I'll go to Europe and I'll need some advice too. So that's my email.
Ah, good. Just save it.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. You take care, Eugene. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
See, that. That is life, man. Living in going and like finding work at Workaway, going, hanging out, living in a culture, traveling, going to like Slovenia, going to I mean, like he's lived in like 5 countries. Oh my God, he speaks English. I mean, he probably speaks Portuguese. He probably speaks Italian. He speaks Spanish. Like English is probably like his fourth or fifth language, and yet we're able to share that story. I mean, that is amazing. Thank you so much, Eugene. You are the man. You are the man.